Hello, lovelies, and welcome to another Monday Live. So, Manifesting Mondays. I like to start the week with some questions from the cards to see where we're going, what we need to place our attention on this week. And this is actually quite a big week because we've got the new moon in Cancer on the 28th, 29th, which is either Tuesday evening or Monday at some stage, depending on where you are in the world. So, it's happening at 3:52 a.m. UK Ireland time, so that is on the 29th. So if you're in the Americas and west of that, it's going to be on the 28th. If it's UK Ireland and further east, it'll be on the 29th. And interestingly enough, the both those dates, the 28 in numerology adds up to 10, which reduces to 1, and the 29th adds up to, reduces to 11, which is a master number. It's a double 1. So we've got this real sense of double new beginnings on the new moon. So mostly I'll talk a little bit about the new moon. If you want to know any details, I won't go into details here today because I did that on Friday's live. So if you check back on the 24th, I did a live card reading talking about the new moon and with some cards. So if you need more information about what the moon is bringing, look there, just a little bit about astrology and some numerology. But right now I'm just going to do a card reading for the week, which will be, what we need to do this week to make the most of this really beautiful double new beginnings energy of and the new moon is always a time when you set your intentions and you focus on manifesting and starting something new. So I'm reading from the Angel Tarot deck, and I've already chosen 7 cards. So I like these because we've got I've got a card coming up to now. I've got cards that are symbolizing where we are right now and what we possibly, need to do to get to where we want, and then some advice from the cards. Interestingly enough, none of the cards that came out were major arcana. Major arcana are usually signify something that's sort of going to happen or set in stone that we can't change. But the minor arcana, we can use our intentions and our focus to either repel something or move towards something. Okay, the first card, so it's the 2 of air. So air signs are all about our thoughts and our ideas, and this kind of is where we were coming from. So if this is you, if you're feeling a sense of being unable to make a decision, and always at this time, just before the new moon, we're still in the old phase of the moon because we're leaving the last lunar phase, and it's usually a time when you might feel tired or you're ready to just let go of something. So tune into that. I spoke about that on Friday's live. What you can do before the new moon is really looking at what you're no longer done with, what you want to release, and being aware of that letting go, so that you can then know what you want to focus on and manifest and move towards in the next 28 and a half day cycle. So if you can, the illustrations in this I really love. So there's just 2 unicorns sort of at a stalemate almost. It's like there might be a bit of confusion or thoughts and ideas, indecisive, not being able to know what you want, possibly um, really not ignoring maybe what you do want. And it's important right now to really get clear on what it is you do want. There's no point in focusing on what we don't want. We want to focus on what we do want. So get clear on what you want to manifest or to intend. Intentions, setting intentions are all about making decisions, making new decisions. What are the next steps that you can physically are and mentally take moving towards your big goal, the big ideas, big goals. And I'm all for making big goals, big desires, big wishes, and then taking the steps. We're not going to, you don't have to do them all in one blast. And sometimes goals can seem quite huge. I have been speaking already about the goal that I have, which is something bigger than I've ever. It's so big, I'm not ready to totally come out with it because, at this stage, if we're making something big, you need to be careful about who you say that to, because we don't need right now somebody, a naysayer or putting you down. You need to only share your big goals and dreams with somebody that you know is going to be supportive and is going to get you, is going to be able to give you advice or listen or just say, well done, good for you, you can do this. That's what we need, because we can manifest anything and we have the power. The power is so much stronger than we've ever known. So that was a previous card. So previous, maybe just previous to this moment, or maybe you're in this state. I know I come across a lot of people who don't know what they want to manifest, who don't know what they want to have, that they're possibly so much in a role of helping others, doing things for other people, or stuck in what they're used to doing, what works, or they're happy enough with, but is not their zone of genius. It may be their zone of comfort or their zone of excellence. They may be excellent at it, but maybe there is just a loss of sort of, excitement about it, just a feeling of meh, you know. So what we really need to bring us, towards moving towards something new is that real desire for it. And that brings us to the next card, which signifies us now. So it's the now card. It's the now, the nine of fire, and the fire cards. They would be so the fire cards are wands in tarot, which is all about our desires, our what is our deepest passions and purpose. So this is really telling us all right now not to give up. So if you have a big dream that you're working towards, do not give up. Now is the time to get really clear on what that looks like. And protect, if you have a dream, if you have a big desire, protect it, get clear about it, protect it in your mind. If you feel that your mind is just going a little bit off the boil on it, then maybe it's time in the next few days before that new moon to get really clear on how much more, some more of the details. Where is it? What will you look like? What will you feel like? What will you be doing? Who will you be surrounded with? What sort of, what will you feel when you become that version? And it's really expressing that you need to have courage right now to make those decisions and the courage to take the action steps. So maybe before Tuesday or Wednesday, before the 28th, 29th, wherever you are in the world, maybe get clear on what steps could you take right now in the next 28 days that would maybe make you move towards that. What big steps can you take? What are you avoiding doing? What is the thing that you might be putting off doing? Can you make an intention to just do that in the next 28 days? And it's really about having the belief in yourself and in your dreams, having the belief that if it's something that lights you up and you really want this or want to have this, lifestyle or whatever it is, but there's a little naysayer part of you that's saying, how can you ever do that, or whatever. Maybe pointing out the reasons why you can't or how you've never done this before. It's time now to step away from that and to really claim your power. Um, the next card is the Page of Earth. Now, earth signs they're about our physicality, they're about finances, they're about yeah, finances and our physical safety, our physicality, where we are. And the page is, it may represent a young person or a young idea or something new or the early stages in something, but it's dependable, scholarly, patient, successful. This might be what you need to be. It also might refer to somebody in your life. It might be refer to somebody new or something new. Pages would refer to um, somebody like a youth or a young idea or something that maybe you're at the early stages of something, but hold your focus on that, because it's also about great news, and great news usually around financial matters. Great news, something big is about to come, but this is the start of it. And what I would say about this, when we're manifesting something, and it's always good to start with small baby steps. So you may have that big dream, but what do you want to do in this next 28 days? And choose something. What do you want? What part of that, what little part of that would you like to have done in that first in the next 28-day cycle with this lunar energy? And focus on that, and write it down. A really good suggestion, if you want, when you set your intentions, when you know what you want to do, is write it on. I'm all for post-it notes. They're all over my house. Writing down what you want, what you are intending to do. If you can just see over that shoulder there, you'll see my intentions from last month in my little setup, where I write my intentions, I write my big wish, and I read them there. But what I also do, because if I'm not in here, I'll have them on my mirror in my bathroom. I'll have them, in little places where I'm going to be, and I'm going to notice. Next to my bed, I have a post-it note just saying, just reminding me to keep my focus on this. So give yourself little messages to keep you on track. This can also refer to, maybe you need to start something new, do a new area of study or a new area of growth in the direction of your big dream. What else might you need to do or want to do? Need is the wrong word. What else could you intend to do? Or maybe it might be just reading something or researching something or starting a mini course or doing some sort of a program to get you to the next level, because this is the outcome, or the card that is in between, so this is our now card, the firing up your energy with power and with purpose and protecting your big dream, and then knowing that you can take those steps. But we've got the Eight of Earth in between the two of these, which is just reminding you, and it is the outcome. Skilled work will always be rewarded. So if this is an idea or something that you want to start or do something, when you get really skilled at something, when you do something that you love, that you're passionate about, and you do it so often that you get really good at it, you become known for that. You become known in your field. You become the go-to expert. And it might involve studying more or going back to school or taking another, I don't know, course or intense study in an area. But do recognize that the better you get at this thing, the more it will be rewarded. Um, and the eighth, the number eight, I love the number eight. It's my favorite number. It's the sign of infinity. If you turn it on its side, the number eight is that sign of infinity. It can resemble physical abundance, but an infinity of abundance, infinity of ideas, an infinity of, we're always upward moving and growing. We're never stagnant. And these two cards, the last two cards, are both earth signs. So both in that sort of physical realm, and a physical abundance, physical health, well-being, an abundance of all of that. But there is this sense as well of creating something bigger, and bigger is only bigger than what we have right now. And when we get there, we'll want to expand more and expand more, because that's what we are here to do, to create and to expand on what we came in with, and moving towards another greater goal. And we're always moving upwards and moving, towards the next thing, and learning. Life is skills. So the two of these cards are both mentioning, you know, learning more, going back to school, but whether that is physically going back to school, or just getting, more information, or, clearer on something. And okay, so the next card then is the Queen of Air, and the air signs would be swords in traditional tarot, which is about our thoughts and ideas. So it represents somebody who's independent, experienced, realistic, maybe witty, somebody who okay, we need to get clear. Somebody who is good at making decisions. This card is kind of triggers something in me, because I know that if that would be one of my biggest issues in life, is making a decision. And in fact, that first card, this is the first card, this is the last card. The first card is having that stalemate of being, you know, not being able to make a decision. And but this card then is as we have done all this work, and just being that decision maker, and understanding, tuning into your thoughts, seeing what those thoughts are, but not getting stuck in your head with thoughts. I like to do something where I allow my thoughts to move down into my heart while you're sitting with it, and you're, letting the head be quiet for a while, and just letting the thoughts move into your heart. And your heart is where you can make those decisions. The heart is where we get the best knowingness of the right decision to make. Um, so what we but this card is really saying as well is let knowing knowing when to make those decisions. We become clear about um, letting go and releasing anything that doesn't serve us. And this is a brilliant time to do this, Monday and Tuesday before that new moon. Really recognizing, what is it that I'm doing, that I'm experiencing, that I'm thinking, mostly because these are thoughts and ideas cards. What paradigm, what thoughts, what ideas, where am I stuck in my head that I am done with, that I'm ready to let go of? If you do this pre-work before Tuesday, Wednesday, with the new moon, you will have the best opportunity to set those intentions, wishes, desires, and move forward. And I will be making a new moon meditation for everybody, so watch out for that. Okay, so clearing away all that doesn't serve you, which is what I said. And when you bring those thoughts from your head and just bring them into your heart, and I'll do something with that in the meditation, on which I will be dropping, I'll be making in advance because I'm going to be away. I'll be dropping that. Um, I'm not sure where, but I will be dropping. I'll be letting you know. I'll be putting it. It might be on just an audio, or it might be just watching it in some on this platform. But um, I'll do something in that meditation where we are converting the thoughts, the business in our head, and down into our heart, so we can, you know, sort of transcend that and allow our heart to be open and make those decisions. Now, there are two other cards that jumped out, um, which are I look at as sort of advice cards, and one of them is the King of Earth. So this is a third Earth sign, which is lovely, because it really, the Earth signs are actually sort of manifesting. It's bringing the thoughts and ideas, which are are those thoughts and ideas that maybe come from above, and but actually manifest them by bringing them into the now, bringing them into the earth. And this is the king of earth. So the king of earth would have, you know, would have experience in manifesting, would be have, you know, brought in, um, been able to change his world, and you know is responsible, and responsible for his actions and his thoughts and his ability then to make things happen. He's generous, he's professional, he is practical. So when we bring in those feelings of generosity and gratitude for where we are, and then being generous, so that we, whatever we manifest, that we are sharing, and it's just part of that flow, that abundant energy flow. So you're bringing whatever in that you are bringing it in. And always when you're manifesting, if you're manifesting something for the good, yes, of yourself and your big desires, but when that has an effect on those around you, your family, your closest loved ones, and then the wider community and the wider world, when you're manifesting with those thoughts, you have so much more power. You're going to really have the universal energy helping you out. Um, but this card is signifying success, huge success. So there is that feeling that everything that you touch turns to gold. You know, that Midas touch, being able to make things happen. It's knowing that you are a manifesting master, basically. Um, and then it's also saying here, confidently accept opportunities that come your way. Be open to them, be open to seeing opportunities, and taking help from other people. Your opportunities may come in the form of, you know, helpful people that are just giving you advice or suggesting, and take those on as ideas. um, and the other card, which is a little warning card, is the Seven of Air. So this is thoughts again. It, you know, look at, if you need to revise your plan. So if you've already started, you know, at any of the past meditations that I made, especially for the solstice ones, when we were manifesting something for 6 months ahead, and last week when we were manifesting with that was the solstice. What was the other one? The eclipse was the 6 months ahead, which was it last month? And then we've had the solstice just last week, which we were manifesting for 3 months ahead. So look at those if you have already an idea, and if you feel that you're stuck and it might be a little stale and you're not sure and it's not happening, it may be that you really need to revise those plans. Tune in, look at it again, and really see, does this still light me up, or is there something that needs to be changed? There might be more going on than meets the eye. It may be that you need to just get clear on the details, and look at also, there's a warning for poor timing. Is the timing right for this? Do you need to revise something? That's just a little, you know, it may not be, this may not resonate with you, but just watch out for that. And I'll leave it at that now. I've been talking for more than 20 minutes, and I was going to keep this small. So, you know, have a gorgeous week. I'll be back. I will do a card reading on Friday, and watch out for the new moon intention setting ritual meditation, which I will have for Wednesday. Now, if you're on my mailing list, check in if you've got emails from me before, because I will be emailing people with the links for that. So just watch and check your spam and junk, just in case it has gone there. But I will also be posting the link for it here. Okay, so have a beautiful week, and thanks for listening. And if you're listening to this on Facebook, do hop over to my YouTube channel. It's just Glenys Trinder, Glyniss Trinder. If you click on the subscribe and the little bell, you'll get notifications when I go live. Yeah, and share, share it. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great week.